Hello, my wonderful friends. Magus with you on a beautiful day in Asha. If you're brand new to the channel, we're Zoroastrians. We are the Magi, the original religion. And so today we're going to talk about the Magi, alchemist of reality. And you know what? I'm going to show you, at least from our perspective, the meaning of life. Everyone has that question, and not many people know what Zoroastrianism teach. What do the Order of the Magi teach? What do the original text of the original prophet say about who God is, who you are? What is the meaning of life, right? And we see with all the different world religions, we know those, but very, very few ever heard the original. And I think it's life-changing. And you're going to see the world, I think, in a more beautiful way today. All right, guys, enjoy. I love, love, love you. Okay, so I won't keep you waiting. What is the meaning of life? According to Zoroastrianism anyway, it is to make the world more beautiful, to make it more colorful. It talks about in our holy text that before we even came into the earth, we saw our timeline from beginning to end, and we still chose to come. And I don't know about you, but many times I thought, I made a boo-boo. You know, I don't think this was smart. But my friends, it said that we were in Vohumana, the God mind, that place in spirit where there's no separation. You see and know all. And we saw all the possibilities of our lives, and we still chose to come. So I have to remember that, my friends, we chose to make the world better. Because I'm sure you realize this, when you're born, in your very DNA is things passed from your ancestors, grandma and grandpa, mom and dad, right? If they had anger issues, if they were perverts, that's in you. And so why would we come into a world with pain and suffering and distress and dis-ease when we know we're going to be born into this in our very bodies and genes and DNA? Well, our Holy Scripture says that because we're going to bring a divine spark in us, and then we are going to see the world as a canvas, right? This gray world. And we're going to just start splashing color of truth all over it. Man, I'm a very visual person. I'm seeing myself rolling around in all these different colored paints and then rolling on the canvas. The Magi, my friends, are here to brighten up the world with the original word that is love and kindness and goodness and peace and joy and fun. And that's the original religion, and a lot of the religions that followed, they're not into that. They want more suffering, right? More sacrifice. It's supposed to be hard. They're always trying to get out of the world, right? In the Gathas of Zoroaster, Song 16, verse 7, it says, the Magi is not saved from the world, but he saves the world by being true. Through his life, the word of Mazda writes itself again upon creation. Verse 8, each day he awakens in wonder, for the blessing is renewed unceasingly, a song that sings itself through him, a prayer that never ends. My friends, you are the prayer. Your life is the prayer. And here's what happens. The generations that follow you, when you cut off those generational error codes, right? When you face the anger issues and the addictions and the wrong ideas and stories that we've held just out of tradition, and something inside of you, that divine spark says, enough, right? That God that we've chosen for our family isn't good enough. It's not God enough. These stories are horrific and we're calling them good moral lessons. I said, they're not. We want a brighter world, a more beautiful world. My friends, we're painting the canvas with our very lives. Our lives have become the prayer. It's funny. I always think about, again, very visual. And I'm seeing ourselves standing outside of time and space in the God mind, seeing the earth and saying, yeah, I'll go, right? Man stuff. I remember the first time I attempted to go bungee jumping. Same feeling. Because so many times, my friends, I thought, I want to get out of this. I made a big, big mistake. And I did that bungee jumping. I had my friends with me. And I'm talking a big game like I've been known to do. No fear, man stuff. Let's go, baby. When they put my feet together and I'm looking over the edge, I'm thinking, I started like hopping backwards. That's how I feel in this life sometimes. My friends, like I want to hop out of it. But then I remind myself, we've only been here a short time. We chose to do this. Let's do this then. Let's, when we walk into a dark room with that heavy energy, let's start painting it beautiful. Let's start shining our lights in those dark places. Let's start bringing the love. My friends, let's start bringing the goodness and the forgiveness and the peace and the joy and the smiles on our face. And it's something I discovered? And I try to work on this all the time, I'm sure one day there'll be a scientific reason, something that goes on neurologically in our brains. But if you have fun, it helps so much. Every day I try to do fun things, depending on what part of my life I'm in. When I was into surfing, I try to go out surfing every day. My friends, just yesterday, I love dirt bikes now. And I was sitting there and I was on the couch being lazy. And I was thinking, I really need to get out and have fun doing what I do. And part of my mind's thinking, well, you go almost every day, But I went out and I had the best time. I'm giggling, I'm laughing like a little schoolgirl. I'm jumping and just sliding and having the time of my life. And it does something. It's chemicals, my friends, but everything is spiritual, right? Everything is mind, and it gets me in an elevated state of mind. So if you like to paint, or you like to fish, or you like to just go for walks and let the sun on your face and the blue sky and the fresh air and the birds singing, go do that. Do it every day. Do something you love every day. Try to make a difference every day. Sometimes it's hard for me to actually come and make videos every day, especially when we've been doing this for 12, 13 years on all of our channels now. But I think Magus, just do it. And I've quit many times. Those of you that follow me on some of my different channels, I've quit probably 10 times. I'm all, adios, I'm out of here, I'm done. And then sometimes a couple days later, sometimes a couple months later, I'm all, hey, I'm back, like nothing happened, right? Kind of like my bungee jump thing. After I chickened out that time, it scarred me for a while because I was embarrassed in front of my friends, But after a couple months, it starts to kind of go away. You kind of forget about it. And that's what I kind of do when I quit my YouTube channel so many times. I just try to forget about it, and just keep moving on. Every day, try to do something that makes me feel like my life has purpose, that I'm painting good. Try to go out and have fun and put a smile on my own face and heart so I can share that with others. My friends, because that's why we're here. The Magi are not here to escape the world. We're here to save the world, to bring that original word of the all-good God back to the world, to rewrite it. There's an error code written in there right now with gods that get angry, jealous, hate, war, kill men, women, and children, scary stories. My friends, we're here to rewrite the code, to paint it more beautiful, to get people to understand that any talk of God that is not comforting, it's not God. God is just good. God and good, the same thing, and he never changes. It's beautiful. Should give you hope. My friends, all you got to do is play, smile, paint, make the world beautiful wherever you go. If you walk into a dark room, a dark place, think, okay, this is why I came, not trying to get out of it. I'm going to try to light it up. I'm going to try to paint it up a little bit. Let's open the shades. Let some sunshine in. Let's put some colorful art up on the wall. Let's have fun. Let's enjoy this. This life in truth is a gift. Friends, don't waste it. Do what you came here to do. Bring that original word, Asha 13, the original word of the good religion is all good comes from the Creator and no evil comes from him. From this original word, the spiritual world is made straight and the material world comes into order. Shall we do one of our meditations? Take a long, deep breath and release. And take another long, deep breath and let your shoulders soften. Let the noise of the day drift away. There's nowhere you need to go and nothing you need to become. Just rest. And now imagine that before this life, before your name, before your body, before time itself, you existed in perfect light. You knew no fear, no shame, no separation. You looked with Vohumana, the God mind, the good mind, clear beyond all confusion. And from that place of wisdom, you saw a world still waiting to awaken, a world beautiful yet wounded, a world filled with people who had forgotten who they truly were. And you did something extraordinary. You chose to come, not because you were forced, not because you had failed, but because love called you. You willingly stepped into time, into flesh, into uncertainty, into a story where you would forget so that you could remember again. You accepted every challenge, knowing that every victory over fear, every act of forgiveness, every moment of kindness would become a light for someone else. You did not come because the world was perfect. You came because it needed people willing to become light within it. Feel that quiet fire in your heart, that divine spark. It has never, ever left you. It has never grown smaller. Sometimes it has simply been covered by worry, by anger, by grief, by old stories that were never really yours. And now, with each gentle breath, imagine those coverings falling away like morning mist before the sunrise. No striving, no forcing, simply allowing the light that was always there. See that light beginning to shine, not just around you, but through you, into your words, into your thoughts, into your smile, into your home, into every person whose life you touch. This is how the world changes. One awakened heart lighting another. You are not here to escape the earth. You are here to bless it, not to wait for heaven, but to plant heaven wherever your feet walk. Every loving thought, every truthful word, every compassionate act is another sunrise upon the earth. So take one more deep breath. Feel gratitude for this life, for this moment, for this chance to love. And as you open your eyes, carry this knowing with you. You are not merely searching for the light. You were born to reveal it. May Asha guide your thoughts. May Vohumana steady your mind. May love become the path beneath your feet. And may the blessing you seek become the blessing you are.
shine.